Good morning, students. Today, in chapter motion, we will study about uniform circular motion. And after this topic, we will study about graphical numericals. Now, what is uniform circular motion? Uniform circular motion means if a body is moving in a circular path. Suppose this is a circular path. Circular motion means if a body is moved around a fixed point in a circular path, it is called the circular motion. So what is circular motion? The motion of a body around a fixed point in a circular path is called the circular motion. And what do you mean by uniform circular motion? And what is important about the uniform circular motion? So, uniform circular motion means a body is moving in a circular path and it has a uniform speed. It means its speed is not changes. Suppose a body is moving in a rectangular path. We know that at this point the direction of motion is this one. At this point it is this one. At this point this one. So in rectangular path we know that how the body changes its direction. Now suppose if the path is hexagonal. This is the hexagonal path. Now at this point the motion of the body in the direction of this one. The direction of motion of the body is at this point is this one. So now again in this motion this body changes its path. Now if we reduce this side as much as it form a circle like this. So circular path means at every point its velocity its direction is changes. At this point the direction of the motion is this one. At this point is this in this direction. At this point in this direction. Actually this is the tangent of the circle. And what is the tangent? If this is a circle and this is center and we draw radius from this center, at this point the perpendicular to this radius is called a tangent. So it means in a circular path, when a body is moving in a circular path, its direction of motion changes at every time. So we can say that in a circular path, since the body is moving in the same speed, it means its speed is not changes. Suppose you are revolving a stone with a thread, and the speed of the thread for revolving is 10 meter per second. Now we know that at every point its speed is 10 meter per second, at this point 10 meter per second, at this point 10 meter per second. So speed is not changes. But what is changes here? Its direction of motion is changes. Or we know that if the direction of motion of a body continuously changes, it means it has a non-uniform velocity. We can say it has a uniform speed because its speed is not changes. But what about the velocity? We know that velocity has magnitude as well as direction. So if a body do not changes its magnitudes but its direction is continuously changes, it means its velocity is not uniform. We have already learned about the non-uniform velocity. So if the direction of the body changes, it means its velocity is non-uniform. And what is about the non-uniform velocity? If a body is moving with a non-uniform velocity, it means its motion is accelerated motion. Is it clear? Accelerated motion. So when a body is moving in a circular path, its motion is accelerated motion. So sometimes it can be asked from you. The question is this. So from whole discussion we have find a question, that is why the circular motion is called an accelerated motion. So you should know that in uniform circular motion, since we know that the speed of the body is not changes but its direction continuously changes. If the direction of the body changes, it means it has a non-uniform velocity, and if a body has a non-uniform velocity, its motion is accelerated. You can write explanation for why the uniform circular motion is called the accelerated motion. You can also write the question here. Why uniform circular motion is called accelerated motion. Why? Uniform circular motion is called accelerated motion. I have already explained you the answer. Now you should write the answer. When the body is moving in a circular path, when a body move in a circular path, in a circular path with with uniform speed. Since as it speed it not changes because it is uniform circular motion. Uniform speed. It means that it means that its magnitude of velocity, its magnitude. We know that velocity has magnitude as well as direction. So the magnitude is not changes now. Magnitude of velocity does not change, does not changes, but only its direction changes. Its direction changes. Now we know that how its direction changes in a circular motion. Changes continuously. Continuously. Hence it is called, hence it is considered as uniform accelerated motion. Hence it is considered as uniform accelerated motion. Since its motion is accelerated motion because its direction of velocity changes, but it is uniform accelerated motion because the magnitude of the velocity is not changes. So when a body is moving in a circular path, its motion is accelerated motion but uniform accelerated motion. You can find the velocity of a body if it is moving in a circular path. We know that velocity is equal to distance upon time. Velocity is equal to displacement upon time. Sorry. If you want to find the velocity or the speed of the body, so first you have to find the circumference. Suppose if you want to find the speed of the moving body, you can find it by finding the circumference of the circle. Since the distance covered by the body is the circumference, so we can say 2 pi r upon the time taken to complete one revolution. Here r is the radius of the circle. So this is the uniform circular motion. Now I'm going to explain you some numericals which are based on dt graph and vt graph. First, dt graph. In last lecture I already explained you that what is the dt graph. We represent distance on the y-axis and time on the x-axis, and this is called the dt graph. I am giving here a question so that I can explain you how can you do the numericals based on the dt graph. This is the graph. We have already this graph in a question. Marking it as A, B, C and D. Okay. At the point A, the time is 2 seconds. At the point B, it is 5 seconds. At the time C, it is 7 seconds. And at the point D, it is 9 seconds. Now, what about the distance cover? Distance is 3. Okay, distance in meter and time in second. And at this point is distance cover is 7 meter. Suppose, now first question is this: from this graph find A part. The speed of the body moving body from A to B. I have explained you in last lectures that to find the velocity or the speed from the dt graph, you have to find the slope of the graph. and this is called the slope. This is the slope. So it is called the slope AB. And what is slope? Slope is the perpendicular upon base. So you can say perpendicular. How much is this perpendicular? This is 3. Starting from the 0 and finally it is at the 3 point. So we can say 3 minus 0 upon this base. This base is 5 minus 2. Okay. This is the slope. Slope means perpendicular upon base. Find this length and then this one and divide it. It will be 3 upon 3, that is 1 meter per second. Since distance in meter and time in seconds. Now, second part. Second part is this. You have to find the speed of the body from B to C. The speed of the body from B to C. For finding the speed from B to C, we have to find the slope. Because we know that from the dt graph, if you want to find the speed, you have to find the slope of the graph. Now the slope is this. What is the slope here? There is no perpendicular and the base is here. Only the base is here, not perpendicular. No any perpendicular. जैसे इस triangle भी perpendicular दिख रहा था. यहाँ तो triangle ही नहीं बन रहा, तो perpendicular कहाँ से आएगा? तो it has no perpendicular. It means the body is at the distance of 3 meter and after 7 seconds it is again at the 3 meter. It means the slope, first of all, write slope BC. And what is the slope here? Perpendicular is 0, that is 3 minus 3. बी पे भी 3 पे था और सी पे भी 3 पे ही है, तो परपेंडिकुलर हो गया 3 minus 3 अपॉन टाइम कितना है 7 minus 5, that is 0.2. So you can see the speed of the body from B to C is 0. Or you should remember it that if the dt graph is a straight line parallel to the time axis, it means the body is at rest, it is not moving at all. Now the C point. Find the speed from C to D. Now they have to find the speed from C to D. You can pause the video and try yourself. Can you do this question? And then after that, after playing this video, you can clarify that you are correct or not. CD, you have to find the slope of the graph. This is the slope CD. Slope means perpendicular upon base. What is this perpendicular? 7 minus 3. This length is 3 and this one is 7. So we can say 7 minus 3. Upon this base is how much? 9 minus 7. It is 4 upon 2, that is 2 meter per second. Okay. This is the dt graph and we can find the speed of the body by using this graph. Now I am going to explain you the vt graph. The two quantities we can find by using the vt graph, that is acceleration and the distance cover. Okay. I am preparing a vt graph here. This is the vt graph. It is already in question. This is a vt graph. The value is, suppose this is point A, B, C and D. Velocity in meter per second and time in seconds. Okay. Now the B, the time is 2 seconds. At the point C, the time is 10 seconds. At the point D, the time is 12 seconds. And velocity is, this is 4.6 meter per second. 2, 4, 6. Okay. This is the VT graph. Now you have to do some questions based on this graph. First question is this. Find the type of motion. Okay, the type of speed. First you have to find the type of speed from A to B. What type of speed is represented? If VT graph is a straight line which is not parallel to the time axis, it means the graph show a body is moving with a uniform accelerated motion. I have already explained you in last lectures that VT graph, this type of VT graph represent the uniform accelerated motion of the body. So type of motion from A to B is uniform accelerated motion. Okay. Now second part is type of motion from B to C. From B to C. Now I have to find the type of motion from B to C. Since we know that its body is at the constant speed from B to C, देखो 2 सेकेंड में भी स्पीड 4.6 मीटर पर सेकेंड थी, 10 सेकेंड में भी स्पीड 4.6 मीटर पर सेकेंड है. इट मीन्स द स्पीड इज नॉट चेंजेस. और इफ द स्पीड इज नॉट चेंजेस, it means the velocity of the body is uniform. We can say it uniform velocity, or we can say the body is at zero acceleration. Acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. If the velocity do not changes, we can say the acceleration is zero. So type of motion from B to C is uniform velocity, bracket, within bracket you can write zero acceleration. Zero acceleration. Okay, now the third part is this: type of motion from C to D. Now what type of motion is represented by this line C to D? Now at the point C, the velocity of the body is 4.6 meter per second, and at the time point D, its velocity is 0. It means its velocity is decreases. Since this line is a straight line, so we can say the velocity decreases means acceleration will be negative. It means retardation. We know that negative acceleration means retardation. So it is a retardation. Since it is a straight line, so it means uniform retardation. So type of motion from C to D is uniform retardation. Dation. Okay. Now the fourth part of the question is, you have to find the acceleration from A to B. Acceleration from A to B. You have to find the acceleration from A to B. For finding acceleration in VT graph, we have to find the slope. I have already explained to you in last lecture that from VT graph we can find the acceleration by finding the slope of the graph. And what is slope? Slope is the perpendicular upon base. Now it will be slope AB, that is equal to perpendicular. What is this length? This length is 4.6. 4.6 minus 0. Initially start from 0 and attains the velocity of 4.6 meter per second. So the perpendicular is 4.6 minus 0 upon base. Base is how much? 2 minus 0. Since it start from 0. 2 minus 0. By dividing it, we will find it 2.3 meter per second square. This is the acceleration from A to B. Suppose you have to find the acceleration from B to C from the graph. We know that the acceleration is 0, but फिर भी from B to C. From B to C, we have to find the slope. Now, since the slope is nothing, it means perpendicular is 0. So, we can say slope BC. And slope is perpendicular is how much? 4.6 minus 4.6. पहले भी 4.6 पे था, C पे 4.6 पे, तो perpendicular तो 4.6 minus 4.6 हो गया, 0 हो गया. और अपन बेस कितना है इसका? 10 minus 2. 10 minus 2. 0 upon 8, it will be 0. So it means acceleration will be 0. And from C to D, from C to D, we have to find also the slope, perpendicular upon base. Slope CD. Perpendicular is how much? Perpendicular is, finally it is at 0. Initially it was at 4.6. So it means 0 minus 4.6. Upon base is how much? 12 minus 10. 12 minus 10. इसमें से इसको माइनस कर दिया तो ये बेस आ गया. तो its value is minus 4.6 upon 2, that is minus 2.3 meter per second square. But this is it with a negative sign. It means the acceleration is retardation. Negative sign show that the acceleration is negative, means retardation. Okay, if you want to find the distance from this graph, what will you do? If you want a distance from this graph, if you want to find the distance in within 2 seconds from this point to this point, you have to find the distance. Yeah, I think I have to prepare again another graph for you so that I can explain you how will you find it distance, because there is no space near this graph, so I have to prepare it again for you. Okay, this is 4.6, 2, 10 and 12, A, B, C. Okay, sorry, A, B, C and D. So dirty, na? If you want to find the distance covered from A to B. Now the next part is distance covered in 2 seconds, in first 2 seconds. So from VT graph, if we want to find the distance covered, we have to find the area covered by this line. So this covered the area is equal to the area of this triangle. So is equal to area of triangle A, B, name it like E, area of ABE. It will be 1 upon 2 into base is how much? 2 and height is 4.6. It means 4.6 meter. Why meter? Because we know that the area has a unit meter square, but we are finding the distance, and distance, the unit of the distance is meter. So 4.6 meter. Or if you want to find the distance from B to C, distance cover in next 8 seconds. Yeah, distance from B to C. Distance from B to C, you have to find the area of this rectangle. Okay, the area covered with this line with the x-axis. This is the area of this rectangle. Area of rectangle BCFE. BCFE. Rectangle area of rectangle is equal to length multiplied with the breadth. So length is how much? It is 10 minus 2, that is 8. This is the length of the rectangle, 8. And the height, length multiplied with the breadth, and breadth is how much? It is 4.6. So by multiplying this value, this is the distance covered from B to C. And what is about the distance covered from C to D? Distance covered in from C to D. If you are not able to understand what I am writing here, you can hear me properly. When I write something, I always explain it, what I am writing here. And I will try to improve my handwriting. Distance from C to D. C to D is equal to area of triangle CDF. CDF. Area is 1 upon 2 into base is how much? This is 2 and height is 4.6. Again this distance is 4.6 meter. Now if you want to distance covered by the body, if you want to find the distance covered by the body in 12 seconds, what will you do? You can add all the values which you get. The distance covered in 2 seconds, the distance covered in next 8 seconds, distance covered is next 2 seconds. You can add all the distances covered by the body and find the total distance covered by the body. And this is all about the chapter. I have already explained everything about this chapter. If you have any queries, you can ask me in WhatsApp. Okay, bye.